wobbled last night. Yeah, my happily married wobbled as I was being happily married. Yes. My ADHD, because I'm not normal. Yeah, that's what I'm being accused of, not being normal.
Oh, Jesse.
Mm-hmm. So with love, do I send that? But I'm playing more and more of the victim, so that's interesting.
Yeah, good awareness. Very good awareness.
That's what I'm being accused of. That's what I'm working with.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. I'm wobbling.
Good morning, Jesse, Allison, Ginny, Lynn.
Hi, Craig.
Morning all, or yeah, morning to you all. Beautiful soul.
Well, afternoon to you, beautiful.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I wasn't on. I'm trying to fix my headset with my new phone, so.
Well, at least you got that far. It's good.
Well, it wasn't good enough.
Oh.
Oh.
So she discovers the phone. So of course it's my fault for not hiding it.
Oh.
And so just like her birthday present, that I don't care about their birthdays. I don't care about Christmas because I don't know that we have some big damn surprise, and I don't know how I'm supposed to get it done. Right. And they walk, and it's like, oh, I guess I'm just not aware of the future, like too much in the moment. And so I celebrate my ADHD of that, of being in the present.
I'll celebrate with you.
Sounds like the present was pre-sent.
No, that's normal. And I'm not normal. But I'm not fixing. I'm not fixing either. That's the trouble. One's aware, one's not.
Yeah, it's the difference between being linear in the present or being abstract in the present. Your ADHD will make you abstract in the present, which is where you want to be.
Well, you all are taking a walk with me this morning. 61 degrees in Florida.
Oh, shut up. You're not allowed to talk about the weather when I'm around at the moment.
It's freezing here. There's the view.
Well, welcome to love, everybody. Oh God, Ginny, that's so beautiful. Wow, that's just lovely, hey?
I just checked, it's only
man.
47 here,
That's cold, Craig.
which is why I'm still tucked in bed.
You need a big gown,
Yeah.
a big red gown, like I gave Bruce.
Snuggly.
Yeah, I didn't bring my snuggly sweatpants with me either, so.
I'm wearing my love shirt. Can you see LOVE on my shirt?
Yep.
Good one, Ginny. So how do we celebrate love for the first 5 minutes?
I love you all. I love that core of love, that foundation of love. It starts everything. Morning, sir.
It does, doesn't it? It wakes one up.
So does 61 degrees when you live in 80-degree weather. Whew.
Yeah, it's invigorating, isn't it? Makes you want to work up a sweat somehow.
So I celebrate love yesterday. I needed to cancel an insurance policy, and so I called up and Linda answered. And Linda was so happy. And Linda was so happy
Aw.
to see and speak with me. She's like, I don't want to let you go. You're going to be amazing for the holidays.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
that's so sweet, man.
Beautiful.
My family doesn't see it though.
They will.
I'm with you on that. I share that wobble. When are you gonna get off Zoom? You have
Oh.
another call?
Yeah. Oh, and you say all of that, but you don't say it here.
Mm.
I don't see a difference. That's scary.
Those
it's in love.
closest to us can't.
Mm.
It's micro to them till they see results.
Too close to focus.
What did you
Trying
say,
to thread a
Craig?
needle. It's too close to focus.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's like trying to thread a needle.
yeah,
They can't see it
yeah.
because nothing's holding steady.
Ah, okay, good. That's the thing.
Okay, there's a wobble. So you can't get the thread through the needle because you can't see it. All that's kind of happening at the same time.
They're trusted unknown. It's scary, invigorating, and fun and happy at the same time.
Yeah, and that's a strange juxtaposition.
I'm not sure I'm getting the gist of what's being said here. Because it's the first couple of minutes. Often I find that's one of my limitations, that it takes me a while to just the thing.
No,
Hmm?
Lynn, it's just they were just talking about how change in Jesse and in Jenny are the change that they're going through isn't matching what the family is focused on, put it that way.
Yeah. That's what I thought that the conversation was about for sure.
Yeah.
But if we flip our own focus, isn't it just their fears? Aren't they just threatened? You know,
Yeah.
they're just like their 3-year-old self. What's
Yeah.
going on for them to deflect?
It's not what
that
they're
out?
used to. So they're not orienting to what they're used to. So it's wobbling.
No, and their identity is threatened. They're sabotaging identities for us to change and be different and have our focus elsewhere. But they come up, come around.
I would say that that's pretty accurate. Yeah. And so the trick is to find the common ground, right? To find the thread that goes from heart to heart.
Yeah, I love Jesse. Always reminds me. He just has put in anger there, and anger is like that escalation where we go into that. There's something unjust being done towards us, and I can't remember what day it was, but Jesse was like, the baby throwing their toys out of the pram. And it's literally like, it's ourselves as well that we get angry because it's not our way either. They get angry at us because it's not their way.
Mm.
And then we get angry with the whole situation as well because they're not vibing with us either.
Mm.
They're not understanding, they're not comprehending. But it's because I've gone through this a while back with my family and my friends, and there is that initial anger and frustration, and then it's like, yeah, when we can see it through their eyes in boundless love, right?
Yeah.
When we picture them, I just had this conversation with my sister actually, because she's starting to wake up to, oh, how narcissistic my mum is. And our kids were playing out front, and I just said, her little girl is 2, and I said, you just picture mum as the 2-year-old, because everything that's being projected out from her is all the hurt and pain that she had as that little girl. And it's like everything that's being projected out from our families is just their hurt and pain from their younger self.
Yes.
I don't even know if I'm getting that, but that's just what's there
Yeah.
for me.
That's very astute, Lynn.
Yeah. It's a good description.
Beautiful, Lynn.
Mm. Thank you.
The people around us are disoriented somewhat.
Somewhat massively.
Because they're
I'll
not.
give you one. I was in the shopping mall the other day. I was unpacking my trolley, and then this dude just walked past me, and I was like, I just got this hit going, oh my God, they're all zombies. Like these are all just on autopilot, and you haven't got a clue that you're alive. It was just this like, when I start doing this work, I start to think everybody's just walking around zombified, and then it just like that, it was like, oh my God, they are actually really just the Walking Dead. It's pretty sad, but or whatever way it is, but it was just that fuck. He's like a robot, very dysfunctional one. But anyway, I'll let's space for others. So loads of love, Jessie, to you. I love you. Morning, Will.
Hey guys.
Welcome, Will.
Hey. Hey, Jesse. Well, I do, man. I can't talk too loud.
That's okay. Your song has been singing in everybody's head.
Oh yeah.
All I need is love.
Oh, that's not
Dun,
mine.
dun, dun, dun.
Oh, now it's in my head.
Enjoy the wobble, Will.
I don't know if you can see Jesse's happy dance.
Jesse's been whistling for the last 3 days.
Welcome, happy.
Hey, Mona. Hi, Greg. Hi, Annette. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Ginny. Hi, Allison.
Hi, Mona. Hi, Annette.
Good morning, everyone. Will, you're funny. You remind me of a little kid trying not to get caught by mom and dad.
Yeah, that was me. Like, first
Don't
one
tell,
by the
right?
tree on Christmas morning.
Don't wake them up.
Yeah. Snake out of the house.
Oh. I think my word for the day is gonna be laughter.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
When in doubt,
Love it.
get the laughter out.
When in
think
doubt,
that-
laugh out.
I
Very
think
nice.
that'll be my new mantra.
I love
Oh.
that, Anna.
Hmm. That's awesome, Jesse.
Mhm.
I noticed, I don't know if it's okay to bring this up, but I noticed that you disappeared off Mighty yesterday, Jesse.
We know.
Did they give you the boot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did they
Yeah.
like talk to you or anything? Or
No.
they just like,
Yep.
that's
Okay,
stupid.
now. In an answer to what you're talking about, Will, I
Yeah.
went in to look at the 2022 recodes, the latest ones. And the funny thing is, I'm noticing they're not doing a recode like they did when the original program started. It's more about teaching in the sessions. And some of the recode people are very much about our mentor and leader. And it's almost like they're not really doing the recodes the way that they teach you to do a recode. And and I don't know, maybe it's just me that noticed this, or because I've been around a while and I know where they started at and I know where they're at now, but I'm noticing it's more of teaching sessions like they would, like they're in their own way, they're teaching you things from other programs in these recodes. Then I don't know if they're teaching you these things to get you interested in these programs. I don't know what is behind that, but the last 2 or 3 I've noticed is they do more teaching than they do an actual recode.
The actual coaching.
Yeah, they do more coaching and teaching than they do an actual recode.
Okay.
I'm starting to notice that more than the way they used to design it and teach
So
it.
is that not against the essence of what CE is?
I assume so. I assume so.
I mean, it could be just my perception,
Yeah, I
but
assume
I
so.
noticed, I just noticed a difference. That's all. It's not a bad thing. It's just a difference I noticed.
Yeah, and I haven't been there. Like I haven't been on the live recode calls. So, but you know, I served 3.5 years. Like I learned so much there. There is no. I try not to. I'm sad. I'm saddened
too.
because I believe I was doing. I got kicked out for being a disservice to the community, and I'm sad because I don't believe I was.
You were anything but
Absolutely not.
service.
I thought
Well,
my
it's a
my intention was to, yes, and they've told me, yes, I believe we have a misunderstanding, but that was Thursday.
Yes, because there's a misunderstanding of what service means.
Yeah, well, I'd love to be, I would love to be enlightened is what I would love to
Yeah.
be do. I'd love to be enlightened. Please let me know where I've been wrong, because I've been asking for this and emails are just not cutting it. Texts are just not cutting it because I'm not sure who I'm talking with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then if I don't know who I'm talking with, they're not taking me seriously. And I'm a paying customer that's paid $30,000. Why wouldn't you take me seriously? I mean, am I doing the work? I mean, maybe could I be doing too much of the work? I don't know. Please help me understand. And that's the theme that I'm coming in with today. This is my new shortcut. My new shortcut is I don't know.
Jesse, has it not been explained to you? So you've got no explanation?
Oh, on it in a letter.
in a text. Clarify that,
Oh,
or email.
well, can we just all celebrate Jesse's sadness and anger? Because I know it doesn't serve you to stay in it, but let's fucking honor that, because come on, 3.5 years of service, a paying customer of 30 grand, like, fuck that, man. That's wrong. That's just wrong. That's
Yep.
wrong.
Well,
I'm
the
angry.
word that comes to me is threat or fear.
Mm.
Totally.
Just like, and I understand, it is without a doubt, in the wrong structure, it is, you're fucked.
So let me go back to our first wobble that I shared with family, being disoriented because the way they orient with me has changed. The way I orient with them has changed. So I see this family is in the same situation.
Yes, our
We-
families are.
We have evolved, taken what you taught us, grown to a different place where we love each other, we're equal, and yes, and that's not in the structure. It's wobbling for
Isn't that
you.
interesting, eh?
And what we feel here is real. We share each other's energy. Where else do you do that? Where else? Tell me. Why do you come back here?
I went 5 layers. I went five layers yesterday. I went to a new business partner that I've known for a long time. We've never done anything together. They're in real need, and I connected with him. I called him 5 levels out. And he said, holy shit, Jess, how did you know that is what I needed today?
Oh, man. Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah, exactly.
Wow.
And he was the one that I did. I said, look, man, like, I just went with intuition. He started yapping about all the fucking loops again. And that's like, oh my God, I can't handle this.
The loops, the stories that loop, and
Yep.
you interrupt them lovingly to get somewhere that takes hours in talking and educating.
Is that
And it's
incredible?
because of love.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody that actually
Who can't see
cares.
that? I'm having a hard time seeing who can't see that. If you felt it in here, how come you can't see the difference?
Because it can't be that easy. How am I going to be valuable if it's that easy?
How do I market love?
But it's also,
How do I
but
market?
that's
How do I
the
market
shallow.
authentic?
That is the shallow. What it says is like the child trauma still not taken care of.
Wah.
Interesting.
It's
Eh?
not deep enough. The dysfunction is still active. The vision to see it just isn't far enough ahead.
Yeah.
I realized how fucking far ahead I was yesterday. And I was like, I'm here, but it's fucking lonely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No one's fucking there. That was the Lynn and Christy in our,
Oh,
our in
no.
our mastery session yesterday afternoon. Like the goddesses, yeah, take me to the treat, take me through love. And I'm the connection to I'm connection to earth here. So fuckers better listen up.
I don't know. I thought that visual took a little longer than an Allison visual. It's just my opinion. I was getting a little bored.
Yeah, well, that's just the structure. That is the old structure that fucking doesn't work. And when you see one that does, you say, I'm not going to do anything else.
Yeah.
It's like you can't go back, eh?
Yeah, you
It's like,
can't.
That's me. That's
Here
me,
we
Will.
are. Can't
Let's
go back.
celebrate
can't.
that. Let's celebrate the truth, because that is all it is. It's just the truth, awareness to the truth. So it's the new normal, and we're fighting the old normal. But I'm not fighting. So, thank
Just
you.
Oh
enjoying,
yeah.
just enjoying it. It's super conscious living is what it is.
We can't fight something that doesn't exist.
25 minutes. That's all you needed from me this morning. It's like we could go on to our day in 24 hours. We'd come back tomorrow and do 10 minutes again, and then 10 minutes again. And let me tell you what, I don't even know what day it is today, but holy fuck, if your shit isn't changing in your life, I don't like, please let me know, because, I don't know what to do then.
Well, let me tell you, Jesse, I've gotten so much value out of these last few weeks that I'm in a very different place and fast. Like
Yeah.
just
too, man.
I'm here.
Oh, totally.
I'm here now. Like
I'm alive. I'm home.
40, almost 47 years of being here
Yes.
and with little dips into my heart. But now I'm just like, here, I'm here.
And you feel it, Will. I feel it with you. And it's like, it's just beautiful. It's like, why would I want to deprive anyone of that? Which means that tells me is like, people haven't seen it yet. And that is where I can help. That's
Yeah,
where
it's
I
like-
can lead. That's where I can guide. That's where we guide.
Yeah.
Fuck it,
And
your
you
book's
know-
gonna take too long. But yes, we have to get to it, it's like. I love your book. I
Being
mean, I
able-
don't mean that by any means. You know what I mean?
Being able
Well-
to share this space with you guys.
Did
It's
you
like-
go to the immersion
beautiful.
yesterday?
I did, yeah. Yeah, and I
Well,
did a
I
practice.
listened to it. How did that go?
I did some practice, and I think because of these morning sessions, I'm in such a different space now that I was just like coaching, like no problem. I was
Oh,
confident, I was relaxed, I was heart-centered and open, and that was like the best session yet.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, because these,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in the right
Well,
structure.
That doesn't sound like a disservice. That
No.
does not sound like a disservice. Again, another testimonial on the video that keeps showing up again and again that no one is watching.
Yeah, it's too bad, man. But this is your creation. You be proud of
Yes,
this,
yes.
and you can just keep creating this and
Well,
like
and
moving
that's how.
forward with your creations, right?
Yeah, thank you. That was like when I was working completion, it was like, am I going to change anything that I've done?
No.
No. It's
Absolutely
like I'm
not.
going to keep doing those sessions that I was doing in the Magmind structure. It's going to be the same fucking length, the same fucking time. Just less people are going to be able to say no.
Mm. Yeah.
Why are you limiting me, creators? And
That's-
how do I
It's
not
their
make
loss.
that personal?
It's their loss.
I know. I mean, it's like, but I'd have to do that at home too. And I can't say that's your loss.
No.
And I can't fix them around me because that's my best coaching. Leading is at home.
Yeah.
And I came in here saying my family's not happy with it. They're not happy with me. Okay, well, there's another wobble. I don't know is what I'm trying. Oh, and that is not normal. But then you got to fill it in with something after that. And that's going to be really, really interesting. That's what we're going to keep working on, because that again is just another shortcut of the other matrix, the happy matrix, that is this whole structure that when people learn it, well, how valuable will you be? So let's shoot for $100,000 today, just for the fuck of it.
What's different is you're
We're
not,
not in the field. We're not in the field, so it's not going to work the way I want it yet. So yes, please
Allison.
continue. Yeah, not yet, but there's more to unpack yet. And let me just check my timing. So yeah, look at that beauty, 5:30. And I dominated that part of it, so thank you. I don't know what you would call it.
Sitting in the wobble.
A demonstration is what I would call it. I would call it being in a demonstration with you so that you can take what's useful for you and drop the rest of it.
Mm.
Because then you can help me see the shit that I'm holding on to. And that is what a community is all about. So that was all about community.
Yes.
If I want a community, this is a community. Yes. That's the first 30 minutes today.
Okay, Jess, do you want some mirroring
Yes, yeah.
for unpacking? So I won't ask questions. I'm just going to share what I notice. And what strikes my heart. And what strikes my heart is that experience of feeling excluded, kind of banished.
Whole week long. Even at home.
Yeah,
Beyond that, removed, like erased.
yeah.
Right to the core, not good enough.
Yeah. And so what do you reach for? What does
Winning.
one reach for when you're in that? What does one remind oneself about? And what does
Winning.
one reach for? Money,
Winning.
winning.
Because I can't lose.
Okay,
That's what
can you think?
matters.
Okay, good. It's a good one.
I made my point for what my practice that I needed today. But not for processing. I'm not done with processing. That was the shortcut.
Okay.
That was
Mm.
steps 2 and 3. So that is, you've heard my phrase. I'm starting with number 1, I don't know. That drops me all the way to the center of my wobble,
Good.
right to the heart of it. And so I'm knocking on the door of my dysfunction, but my dysfunction does not want to let me in.
Okay. Good
Your
awareness.
your dysfunction does not want to let you in. So how do we make it easy? We connect charges. We equal charges. We go equal.
Good.
I don't know is the best way to go equal. Even when I do know, I need to say I don't know to practice it all the time, starting there.
Good.
That's a new
Excellent.
shortcut. I love it.
Please allow space. I'm not done yet. Thank you. And so then I ask you, when you notice your dysfunction, you can name your dysfunction. And it's the 80, it's the majority, it's the biggest one that you can tightest focus you can put on. And I thank Meg Mind for giving me the language to it. Because I'd never heard of them before. Never even gave it any idea. Because I was so focused on winning. Because I couldn't lose. I couldn't fail. And I could never say I didn't know. I was an educated engineer. I was a CEO. I made $40 million in my 30s. Look at me be empty.
Mm.
And I was unaware I was empty. That is my core. That is my center. That is my equal. That is my self equal. And golly gee, right here at the wizard's gate, right here in it, am I neutral? And I can see it, I can observe it. Boy, it takes me a long time to get there though. But that was my shortcut now. And it's so easy because it is just a vortex for me. I don't know, but I know that I will not lose. You see how just that phrase is not common. It's not normal. It causes my nervous system go, what the fuck did you just say? Ah, I just introduced your wobble. Are you okay with it? Do you give me permission?
Yes.
I mean, it's like I'm not asking for it. My point is I don't need to ask for it because like, do you put it in there or not when you use your words? If you are not using your words, you will be creating mine. And that is dangerous for everyone.
True.
But when you understand structure, you know you wouldn't put it that way. But in dysfunction, we just can't see it. And so I invite you to find your dysfunction, find your 2 sentences, and mine just happened to be when I have my money, then I'll be happy. And so I say, I don't know when I'm in a wobble, but I know that I won't lose. And that lifts me up. And it turns my head up and I look up. I know I won't lose, but then I say, well, you asshole, you prick, how do you know? And I say, because I don't care about winning anymore. And when I do that, I just feel it all just so true, just ring down to my essence. And then I find happy at that. Then it's like empty. And in that emptiness again, where I'm at peace and not worried, not frustrated, not angry, not winning, because I have them. I did a double bubble on myself, guys. It's a double bubble structure. It's a double bubble process. It's a double bubble operating structure. Without, just because I went for what I wanted. And so in that, I replace it with happy. It's like, oh, so in that moment, happy just whizzes right by me and sucks me back into the vortex. And oh, I'm floating through happy. And then I say, how do I know? And I say, I don't know. Yesterday, I said, fuck yeah, a lot. Because that was me and my happy. So thank you. That unpacked and processed everything I fucking needed. So let's ground that all back into the matrix of me and let it rebound out, recode everyone else on the way out, as Lynn McTaggart says, because we are in a structure of what we want, why we can't have it, move it out of the way and take the obvious action. And my next obvious action is to be happy. So why wouldn't I set up a structure so I'm always aimed at that, always focused at that, which is the number 2 step of being. But I have to be aware that I'm always being charged with it, which is ABC. And which charge do I choose? Happy. And holy fuck, are we going to make a lot of happy profits? Fuck yeah. I'm at peace. How about you? Are you ready to work now? I am.
So we're
I'm done.
happy.
I'm done with that segment. Thank you. Of whatever you would call that. I don't even know anymore. Like what that is as close to me coaching, I think, as I would call it. Yeah, I'd need a break. Well, yeah. Craig, did I cut you off? Did I step on your creation?
No, I was just asking
But
a
that-
question.
yeah.
Is
Oh,
happy
thanks.
and empty the same thing? Kind of in the same place, aren't they?
Not it depends on my perspective, but when in a limited perspective, it says it points out that was my dysfunction. Because when I got to what I wanted, when I won, the only thing that showed up was emptiness. Because I didn't know what to put in place when I got there, which is a dysfunctional structure that will not work when I look at the feedback. But I have to be aware of the feedback. Now, really good about the education system, that if you follow it to a fucking T, things will turn out better. We call that continuous improvements. And as we make shortcuts, we will continuously improve. That doesn't mean that we fixed the fucking problem. Love you,
No.
Annette.
Fudged it over with
Structure.
progress.
Fucking structure. And I'm sorry for my, no, I'm not. I am not sorry.
No,
I didn't give you space, Annette, and I love to give you space, and all of you. I love to give you guys space, but I also have to take some space for this too. So
yeah, keep going, please.
thank you.
We're
Yeah, I
good,
guess
Jenny.
it's all your choice. My worry, like not my worry, but my awareness. Like I guess here I'm adding adding to the awareness. That old structures is I give people the choices to leave, and I'm fine with that. But I also love like this point that what I love most about this session is hearing your genius, not talking about mine. And I don't want to talk about mine, so I try to get you as quick as possible to see it for yourself so that you can implement it right in your moment so that we move fast and we're free. I call that leadership. It's my vision. And that's what I invite. That's what we invite is equal. We don't do it all the time, but that's when our wobble.
This is fruitful so far.
Yeah, and I love fruitful, and I like my focus is always on value. And so in fruitfulness, I say, yes, I'm going to also amplify fruitful, but I'm amplifying value in the transition so that through love, we can take from the greed and serve love. And we use
Mhm.
money to fucking do it in the moment because that is the vehicle. So here's my process, if you're ready. You tell me if you're ready. I don't know. Are you all in the field? Are you ready to work?
Go.
Allison, I'll allow you to judge if we are all ready to work as a group. Not judge. Ooh, that was a bad word. Invite is a word. There. See the dysfunction in that, guys? That is part of the structural dysfunction. I still have it. It's still in me, and that's what we need each other to help point out, and we do that fast when we share it. Not when just one person shares it, unless I know how to help invite you in and you're equal with me. So that now you can see fucking flawed structures. And I don't have to badmouth them. I don't have to say anything about them. I can take my higher road in my truth. That is how you build a structure from the bottom up that will work. That is called an organism that we are putting focus to. Do we have all the answers? No, because we have no damn proof. Actually, 28 days of proof. I do. They don't because no one's come to look. No one cares to check it out. People I've invited still that have experienced this, that have changed their life, are afraid to show up at 5 o'clock or they can't. And I'm fine with both. But that's not normal. And nothing that I'm doing is normal. It just works. For me doesn't mean it has to work for you. So happy is the word that works for me. And all I offer and invite you is to find and create your word. That's all I care about. And if you can't tell me your word, then I know you're not aware of it. You're not focused on it. You're not going for it. And really quickly, I will find your dysfunction. And I don't want to, because I want to create with your genius. Why fight that? And not until I did it, 3.5 years fighting it, but I fought it alone. And that was the magic, is each of you. The secret's each of you. I just structured how to work with each of you. That seems to work for all of us. And the only way to prove it is to step on this for 5 minutes for free. And if there's nothing better than that, I guess I am an idiot. I didn't realize how far ahead I was. Yeah, I've been creating for 3.5 years, not knowing what I was doing, not knowing why it wasn't working. Was I doing everything that was no, no, I wasn't, because I wasn't doing fucking lenses. God damn, that bugged the fuck out of me. And then I saw Annette. The queen of lenses. Oh my God, the queen of lenses. I don't even know what day it was, but I was up and my dad was having surgery. We were on one of our, our normal calls, right? That just has continued to go. I think like we were the only ones that continue to have practice sessions that people show up to. Like 3.5 years, why would you fucking keep practicing? Then nobody shows up to your session. Wouldn't you be paying attention to that? Or wouldn't you be listening to frustrated customers that want to make your business better? Like I have to sit, like I don't know why you wouldn't want to hear that, because I can make up all sorts of stories, so can you, of why they're idiots. That's easy. To understand why the obvious action is the way that it is the hard part. Because I'm the silly one in their eyes. I'm just in my truth and you're questioning me. And then I question that. And you get pissy at me because I'm questioning. I'm like, what's wrong with my truth? Tell me. So you tell me, and then it's like, that's your truth. Why does it have to be mine? Because that's not normal. Well, then I'm not normal. Well, then you have ADHD in my professional opinion. Great. I have ADHD. I don't know what that is. I just want to be happy. Well, I'm not happy. I'm sorry. How is that my problem? You sound like the victim, not me. Dum, 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 dum. That's why I can't recode my family. Now, better yet, that's why I haven't recoded my family, because I listened to my leader, to my master, to my coach, who I granted all of this authority to, who I admired, looked up to, just wanted to help create his vision because I love it. He helped color, he helped fill mine in.
But then we have to remember that, I mean, the lesson for me, Jesse, about this has been once again, nothing is ours and nothing belongs to anybody else.
Oh, thank you. And I
It's
got wrapped
all
up in my
there.
tornado of passion.
Yeah, I know. It's all there for everybody. And that's what we need to honor. Not the personality, not the personal. It's not that you don't honor that, of course you do, but you've got to see beyond that. Yes, it is all there for everyone. Exactly. And it's up to you, and you choose, what do I want to do with this? And if you're going to use money as your only measurement of value, you're going to get into big trouble. And it's difficult. These things are very hard because you do need money to survive.
I want to call BS on that statement.
Well, you're very welcome to, Craig. Go ahead. I mean, how are you going to survive in a world without money?
There's ways.
That's the question.
There's ways.
I
There's a
don't.
lot of people who have done it.
I don't know. We can fucking talk about it, or we can try it out and say, I don't know how to live in this world without money.
That's a really good start.
And you are the best to start us there. I will put the focus on it if you all accept it, and we'll start with that. Everyone good?
Love it.
Yep, I'm in.
I need a coffee refill.
Mm. I've got to get my tea.
Oh, jeepers.
There's
Gotcha.
there's a lot of charge around the subject of money in our culture, eh? Like it
Yes.
doesn't matter
Yeah.
where you are on the money scale as far as income or whatever net worth. There's always this charge.
Well, what I realize,
It's
Will,
interesting
is
to
that
observe.
if I take myself to that place where I have 40 million in the bank or 500 million in the bank or whatever that number is, then what? That's where I'd rather start.
Hmm. It's like we're still just us. Nothing's
Because-
changed other than a number in an account.
We depart this planet at some point.
Yep.
It isn't money we want to leave behind.
No, but it's a both and, right?
Yes. But
That's
money
how it
enables you to have some physical freedoms that not having money doesn't allow.
It's what it
But
represents. eh?
ultimately, if you be it first, which in my case, the word is love, if I be love first, there's no question that the supply will come with it.
I agree totally with that, Jenny.
Because of the
Completely.
value that you're bringing, it just has to come.
Yes.
That's right.
As long as you create structures where it can come based on your value.
Well,
Just
Because it is a
back up minute.
participatory structure, this whole money thing, right?
Can we back up
Isn't
a
it?
minute? Because here's the reason I called BS on that statement. Is because that statement gave money authority that it does not have. It assigned an authority to it.
Where's the power?
Exactly. And
Greg,
that's
can you
not,
say that?
yes. That statement assigned an authority to money that it does not have.
I don't think that I was assigning authority to money. I was pointing out how difficult it is for people to weave in
No.
between.
No, you said your words were you can't. You can't without.
Mm.
Okay, good catch. Thank you.
Okay? That's not true.
I said good
Mm,
catch. Thank you, Craig.
Yeah, but we can do a hell of a lot without.
Yeah, of course we can.
And we've just proved that in the last 28 days.
I've got no argument with that at all. You know that.
Right.
In fact, never mind, no argument. I've got great love for it.
So let's proceed from truth.
I'm with you on that. No doubt.
Because in the last 28 days, we've created extreme value out of nothing. Out of nothing.
Isn't that it? And we give our power away.
why don't you tell me what's it? Because you typed something very valuable in the chat. Then you're gonna let it sit, which is perfect. It is a power move when you see it, meaning that people only live will see your chat, and you can choose whether you want them to see it, and then you can choose to speak it into existence. And oh my God, did you just add 2 or 3 more levels of I'm going to use coaching.
Okay.
Coaching value, because I say coaching is a different word than what the world says right now. And so it's like I'm coaching you different levels of value so you can create the specifics. I give you the structure to fill in, which is what other people do, but it's backwards. See,
Yeah.
they're still in the dysfunction of when I have the money, then I'll be everything that I want. It's still the dysfunction that the more we speak about our dysfunctions, other people can start to see it in your pattern when they watch you for 3.5 years. We can see bigger, longer horizons of time. Now, I am still in my patterns. Yes, I am still in my dysfunctions. Yes, because because I can't see them. That is why you guys are here, because it took forever alone, and I couldn't trust myself alone.
Can't see the forest for the trees, eh?
Yeah, yeah, man. So
Yeah, that trust word is very big too.
and so Craig and I are very well. I didn't realize how well we are comparative in the finance, and Craig is even higher than I am. In money, I am good at value, like bringing the value out, and Craig has a financial structure of understanding it. And it's like when those two things come together in alignment, oh, exponential is what we see.
Yeah, holy
Exponential
crap.
value is what we are creating right now. And in the next session, we're going to get rid of any money charge you have in less than 5 minutes. But you'll have to be there for 15. You'll have to be there for 15 so that I can set you up and you don't have to come back for free. I mean, really, it is all for free, but you're going to be willing to, it's priceless. I mean, that's why I give it away.
Like, just like, do you think that someone entering these sessions, like let's say you had these set up in a program online and you just charged whatever you're going to charge for people to get access to these programs, these recordings, and or join the live group session every morning, it adds so much value that like, do you think you could just set something like that up and market and sell it? And I think people would come, like they would just go, hey,
Great.
here's
Hey,
something
Will.
that works.
Will.
Wow.
How, in what time frame would you like to make $100,000?
I would love that to be my monthly income.
In a month. Great.
Yeah.
Did you guys notice where he looked and where he went and what he stumbled with? Great. That is your wobble. Beautiful. It's like, oh,
Okay.
great. You knew where it was. You knew where your money was. Good. Be aware of where your money went. Yeah. All of you be aware of when you ask the question. It's like a great notice the answer. Notice the wobble to if there was anything to 100 grand. It's like, no, it's and as clear as you were, Will, as soon as we talked, it was like, oh, you've given it thought. Great. You've got a great starting position where you're at. Let's start from there. We don't have to start from my position. Let's start where you
Okay.
are.
Okay. Thanks, coach.
Oh, what was that wobble? Like what story were you stuck in? Do you see where he went? He went to the opposite side. What is on the opposite side?
Oh, like down there?
What's over there?
Because I was looking up there before.
No,
right?
you were looking. Yeah. It was down level,
Like
but it
when I
was
was-
basically straight across. You know, you weren't that much. You weren't that. Don't
Yeah,
give
what
yourself
was
that much
that?
credit. Don't give
What
yourself
was
that
it?
much credit, brother, because it was the difference. The trajectory between the two was not very much.
Oh,
So
So
your
there's some-
income has been increasing, but way too fucking slow.
oh, you're telling me, brother.
I know. I mean, isn't that
It's
Isn't
like-
that the normal? Isn't that
it's
the
like,
normal? I just saw it. I saw it in you. Yeah, well, yeah.
And now it's
yeah.
just kind of like leveled off and it's like,
A little, twist it just a little bit more. Give it 1 degree. Go 1 degree. Go 1 degree. Do that
Yeah.
again. That was 0. Do 1 degree. And we'll 1 degree, 2, 2, right there, right there. That was the difference between your eye shifts, where you looked. That was the
Oh,
plane.
really?
That was the plane in your look when I asked you that. From what you wanted to the future, yeah, to the past, and it went down. So I knew there was a slight increase. That just happened to be yours as I sat here and
Wow.
coached you. And I
And you
didn't know
just
what to
saw
look for
that in
that.
my eye movement.
Yeah, well, my coach told me to notice when I asked the question, look what happens, observe what happens. And so I listened to it and I was like, oh, now what does that mean? I don't know. Great, let's see what it does. Boom, it came in.
Oh, Mona's gone. Observe
Oh,
the
it
obvious.
must
eh?
be top of the hour. So I guess it's time for that one. The next one.
Okay.
It's like, oh, what a great segment to end, to be like, holy shit, would someone want to stay for the next hour? Not the next, I don't even need to, you don't even have to stay for the next hour. You only need to stay for the next 5 minutes if we knew how to work together. But since we don't, and you're new to the program, not you, Will, you're not, but anyone new, because they are going to listen to this, they are going to get the recording of this. They only need the 5 minutes to come onto this session every day, and they'll be creating this $100,000 in less than a month.
Should I read what's in the chat there?
Oh
Just
yeah,
kinda
please
came
do.
up. Man, I should
Yeah,
write that down even, really. Eh?
That's the
So-
point of keeping them. You're here, you're going to be able to keep them, because I do keep them. I don't know what to do with them yet. And as a visionary, I should.
Mhm.
But
Well,
Craig has helped me notice, like, it's just not the right timing yet.
Okay. And the answers will come. Like I've heard that from a wise person in my life. And that was many years ago now. And I still remember, it still stuck with me. He said, William, the answers will come.
Hmm.
I was like, man, that's like so profound. I'm still remember that what he said, like,
That's right.
that's like 12 years ago.
That's
Like,
right. And you just
said
didn't
that.
understand how to put it in practice.
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly what we're going to do in the 5 minutes, to let it go. Because when you say, I don't know, you can let it go. That is
And it's-
all we're
and it's-
learning to
and it's
do, is
okay.
let it go.
It's okay to
Yes,
not
yes,
know,
yes.
because the
It's
answers will
power.
come.
It's power. And so, like, how do I know it worked? Was like with my business partner yesterday, that was the first that was the first 15 minutes. I said 41 minutes. I asked him, what was the value of this session? He said, a lifetime.
Hmm.
I said, I know. That's why it's a lifetime, because when you see it, you're honored for a lifetime. And what are you honored with? Changing someone's life. And when you change someone's life, they want to give everything back to you and more. That is a structure I want to set up. And I invite you to set it up in your life, because 3.5 years of looking at it is the only way it appears to work. And people are challenging me, and I still can stand in and say, yeah, mine's going to work.
I just copied and pasted that into my book.
Beautiful. So tell it now. So
Okay.
great
Let's-
marketing, marketing.
Let's get it out into the world. Okay. So
And I would not let everyone do that, Will.
what do you mean?
I would not let everyone come in here and just put their plug in. But I honor your genius. It is I know this is in your true choice, and I want to hear all about it.
What?
I don't want to
Wow.
hear about anything else in this space but your true choice, because then you fill in mine.
Thanks, brother.
Isn't that a powerful structure? Isn't it? Like, if you will hear my coach say, all that matters is that you start, be it to see it, which means start in the emotion of the end result, have it now, and go from there. Flow from there. So all I ask, are you flowing? And when I say I don't know, it reveals whether I am or not with the least amount of resistance. The path of least resistance, Mr. Fritz, is amazing. And so at some point I could shut up and let your geniuses come in. I want to hear that chat.
Okay, so I wrote in the chat, people place their power in money when in actuality the power is in them. So
And
they're
imagine,
placing their power outside themselves
yes,
rather than realizing this is where the power is.
that is the whole structure. Craig and I's 80% dysfunction was to put money there, and then we could do what we loved.
And you said there, that's like putting
Yep.
it on a pedestal, right?
Oh, it
So you're
is. It always-
assigning power. You're
Yes.
disempowering yourself and assigning power.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
like almost like it's God, right? Like
It-
even
exactly.
on the bill, it says in God we
It was.
trust.
It
And that's
was.
a psychological virus that's
It was
being
my
implanted.
child. It was how I could get time with my dad as a child, because he had to work all the time and I wanted to just play with him. And then when my brother came around, he could play with my brother, but would not play with me. So my dad and brother had a wonderful relationship and I didn't. But I didn't like to hunt. I didn't want to go kill shit. I didn't want to fish. I wanted to do sports because I wanted to win.
Ooh,
I had
your
to fucking
passion.
win.
Wow.
That's how because when I won, I was good enough, because at 4, when my brother showed up, he got all the love. And so I would push him off the top of the roof and see what would happen. Oh, he fucking still's mad at me. And it's like, oh, I am too now.
Yeah. But you were just acting
But
out.
then
You
I
didn't
didn't have
really
a,
understand.
and I didn't have a mom to run to because she didn't love me. What the fuck was I to do? Well, I got to win.
No wonder you weren't focused on happy. You're focused on winning.
And yeah, and imagine how much happy showed up in 15 years of top 1%, slammed in fucking processes of value. Not until you have 10 million can you stop working. Can you not slow down until you have $10 million in the bank?
It always reminds me of that movie Click. Remember with Adam Sandler?
Yeah.
Where he just like hit the remote and he just go to work and he was unconscious through it all. And then when the project was done, he came back and his family were at a different age. He was at a different place in life. He totally missed everything that happened. And it's like, where does that show up in our lives? Like I've seen that in my own life, just like go. And then you wake up one day and you're like, what the fuck? 7 years of going hard. And like, what do I have to show for it? Just hard work. That's it. Really.
Yeah. Yeah. And 1% increase in money.
Yeah. Placing the value outside, placing the power in other things.
So I share my structure, like my dysfunction, with the uniqueness of the words, but I share the structure so that you can see it, so that you can fill in your words.
And create your own power structure.
That's it. That's your own power structure. That's your own vortex. That's your own be it. It's a shortcut to be it. Yeah. And as I say all of my stuff with it, as I notice it, I speak it, my wobbles, which means your wobbles around whatever you're working in the moment are coming down too. You guys, would you all say that that is happening as we're talking about it? Your resistance to money is dropping.
Yep.
Let me hear.
Okay, I'll take it.
Let the world hear.
See, what we're doing is we're creating a power structure around value instead of money.
All around love.
Well, love, value, yeah. They're one and the same actually, and so is truth. It's in that category as well.
Yeah.
So what
Okay.
came up for me was, as Jesse was talking,
Jenny,
My-
Jenny,
sorry.
I observed you step over Craig. I don't think he was done.
sorry, Craig. Sorry,
Thank
Craig.
you.
Yeah, it's a power structure. That's built on equal, unity, love, truth, value. And there's no dysfunction in there, is there? How can there be?
Thank you. Craig, are you complete?
It's just one other thing
Thank you.
that I got before I came on the session today. And that was a phrase. As it is in heaven. What we're downloading here and what we're practicing is a heavenly blueprint. Which is the hugest gift you could ever have. And we've been charged with the privilege of establishing that here now on earth. Oh my
Thank you.
gosh.
Thank you, Craig. Yeah.
Oh my
Fuck yeah.
gosh. Yeah. Oh, that's straight from the heart of God today, people. Oh my goodness.
Oh, we haven't even done a process yet.
Yeah,
Oh my.
you must do processes.
Because I can't pay for that process, right? I can't charge for that process. Sorry, that's just, but it is the structure, right? Just to acknowledge the structure. It's normal. It's the normal structure, and what we're doing is pulling apart the normal structures. Just happens Craig and I can listen to ones that have to deal with money and value really well. You all have yours, and it's because you go through the pattern that you learn is the only way we can talk about it. Ginny.
I may get interrupted. I was trying to talk when I had a chance.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Yep. Well, take it when it's good.
What came up for me as you were talking, I heard White Cloud wanting to hurt his brother. And then I went to my dysfunction and said, oh, since last December, I wanted to be a coach so I can prove my value. I can show how much value I have as a coach. And PGI was one path, Chris was one path. But what transpired today is my value is within me. It didn't require anyone but me to see it.
Your permission. Beautiful. And I'm giving you permission. And what is that, a coach? Is that a leader? Is that a friend? It's like all of those. Yes, and
Thank you, Will.
Sovereignty. Eh? It's like our own path is our path.
What I can say is that I grew skills through PGI and through Magmine, but I grew my heart through my connection with this group.
Love that.
thank you. I love it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got my vote there, Ginny.
That's so true, eh?
That's such good discernment between skills and value of self. And they both needed.
We didn't get that with our package.
No.
I thought that's what I bought.
Yeah.
There's our value.
How to
There's
market
our
my
value,
value.
guys. Sorry. There's
I
our
didn't
value.
I didn't get how to market my value. I got follow these steps. Be a mini Chris. Be a mini Alexi. Be a mini Scott. But what
No, no,
happened
no,
to
no,
being?
no, no, no. All of those are mini Chris's. All of those are mini Chris's.
Okay, so derivatives thereof. But
Yep.
what
And
about
that's what,
being
that's
not-
what happens. That's what happens when you teach the structure to your first level. They're not as good as you.
Why wasn't
And they don't,
finished?
and they don't improve you. And then they can't pass it down any farther. So the farther you get from the center, the worse off you're going to be.
The bigger the wobble, but I hadn't finished.
Until
Be a-
that center, sorry, yes.
Be a mini Chris, be a mini Scott, be a mini Alexi, be a mini Ginny.
Hmm. It starts to sound like a cult. Sorry.
And I
Not that
be
it is.
big Ginny here. I be my full self here. That was where I was going with that. But
Thank
I
you for
got
pushing me back.
interrupted.
Yes, I know. Damn you.
I do it too.
Push, 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 push.
You wanted me to let Craig finish, but you wouldn't let me finish.
I love you, Ginny.
Wah!
Big wah!
I'm so glad you could be with us, Lynn, because I was thinking maybe on the weekends it's difficult, right, with family in the middle of the day.
Yeah, it's so hard, but Jesus Christ, like being here is just, I'm so glad that it's all come to light, Jesse, and thanks for allowing it to come to light, because I have felt so disconnected and so confused the way I felt all my life, really. But I thought that this, finding what I
Lynn.
found with Mag Minds, that I wouldn't have that anymore. And then it kind of made things a little bit worse to me, because it made me more confused by things. And then when I answered questions, it made me feel more like as if there is something wrong with me. I am broken. Or if they're all saying that, then I'm saying something different. So like I've had a lot of questions go in from my side out, and I never felt, I always felt like an outsider on the peripheral, that I was doing something wrong, to be honest.
Mm.
I always felt like I was being discussed. I know this may sound paranoid, right? But like I was being discussed at a round table of how disruptive I was. So to this come to light and have these groups to find the value and the truth and the knowing and like of who I am, and living from my path of value and love and authenticity, and then just letting all the rest happen, as opposed to, yeah, I used to always ask these questions. Well, like that's not a true choice. That's a fucking negative vision. And
Lynn,
yeah,
100,000 for you, $100,000. By
thank
when?
you. Yeah,
Pay up.
100
Pay up.
by now, by yesterday.
Okay, good. Why can't you have it?
Because I've been following the wrong structure. I've been following the wrong structure.
Hmm.
I know I've been following the wrong structure, because
So
my relationship,
give me
Can
a
I say
hundred.
by being on these sessions, my relationship to money has completely changed. Not intentionally. I haven't been focused on money by being on these sessions, but being on these sessions, I've been living my truth and activating my heart center. And then the relevance of the struggle or the wobble or the fear or the resistance to making money has seriously diminished unintentionally.
Can I
Thank you.
observe something? Lynn, we first met on my practice session. Do you remember that day?
Yeah, vaguely. I remember that was our first connect.
You were, in my best recollection of your words, pissed and angry that you weren't getting it. And I look at you now and you are in your power. You are boundless love. And I can't see anything but it came from being with this group.
Like
Tell me where I'm missing something.
You're not, you have it. I was missing this.
Mm.
I was missing this. Like this is like, I don't know why I'm getting emotional. I don't know. It's okay not to know. Like it's a whole different, probably something I've been looking for. Is it belonging all my life?
Yeah.
I'm not even looking for my truth. It's not, I've never had the truth. And yeah, searching how to even put it, it's just phenomenal. Like I walk around nearly frequent goosebumps, guys, from the energy of from these sessions. Like it's just like like I'm here like almost gobsmacked by how honored I am to be sitting with this information and insights and downloads from this whole group. Like it's, that's why I haven't said much, because I'm just in awe. I'm just like almost gobsmacked that like I'm so honored to be here and to have connected with you. And when I think of how much I've grown in, say, last year, the year before, and then say, oh my God, like if this is all I had to live the rest of my life, obviously with my beautiful children, if you were to say to me, here's 10 million in the bank, or give me this every day of my life, I'd say, give me this every day of my life and I'll figure out the rest. The rest will come.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I feel that that's in there. Like it's, you can't put words onto it. It's just a knowing, like, and it's just, oh. I'm not at the level to know words further. I know there's no words for it, but I'm really at a level where I'm like, eyes open, jaw dropped, just like here in awe and honor. Like to be given you people here in my life, in my space, is like, whew, there is no words. So I'm gonna shut up because I don't have any words. I don't. It's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah,
All my, I'll try and say when I came on this group for the first 5 minutes, all I could say is, oh my God, I could put my cold showers, my coffee, my delicious food, everything together, and it still wouldn't be as enough as this group.
Hmm. You're part of
Then
the
you make
organism,
this
Lynn.
group part of this. Yeah, I was just gonna say, you make this group. It's a
Yeah.
shared energy that I cannot replace anywhere.
Yeah.
Why
We've
did I get up
created a
at
monster.
five a freaking clock in the morning in San Diego to get on this group? Jesse gets up every day at 5 o'clock in the morning to be on this group.
Yeah.
I don't
I'd
set my
love
alarm
to.
anymore. I'm just up at 4 something now. It's like, okay, it's super conscious. Like, okay, you're up, get up. Okay, here I am.
Who needs a freaking lenses for that?
This is the lenses.
It's beyond that. We're in the fifth dimension, or whatever bloody dimension you want to call it, but it's
You know
not
what?
We are the lens.
I just realized that I have this lenses book and I was feeling guilty about it. Then I started thinking, I don't need to write it in a book. It's written in my heart.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, Janine, that's
What?
amazing.
Wow. Yeah, I'm just like goosebumping, even my throat.
So far on my lens today, I got the date. I got like nothing.
Not
So
yet,
just like
right? Not
enjoying
yet.
this so much.
Well, if you're in this space and your heart tells you to take the aligned action, you just do it.
Exactly. I don't need to write it down. Let's just go do it.
And look at the shift that I saw in Lynn, but I have no idea what's going on in her heart, but I can see it in her face. I can see it in her being.
Thanks so much for that feedback and the insight, Jenny, because yeah, you just reverberated to me, yeah, what I said. Yeah, you just paraphrased back to me everything, and yeah. Sometimes we do have to make sense of it in the 3-dimensional to align us, all our levels of consciousness with it. So thanks for just for bringing that back to me, Jenny. Wow. Yeah, you were
Mm.
probably like, Jesus, that poor lady, she really needs a fucking something.
I can't go to a practice session and not do it this way. Lynn, you said that you were going to do it that way when your group starts. I can't go
Totally.
back.
And you know what? I've been invited by other coaches to come into their corner, and now I'm like, I can't go in there doing that this way when I know that this is far superior, far more powerful. And if I will, I'll go in with this. And if it fits, it fits. And if it doesn't, well, then I'll just walk out that door.
You know,
and
I
find
went
it.
in one and they were doing a perceptual shift with a horse in the chair. And I was like, I almost wanted to vomit. I had to get out of there.
I won't
So
even
the,
ask.
the structure will take care of itself. The structure will take care of itself. The more and more people see it and be like, I see that working, this isn't working. It is the magnet. Let's put it, this is the true magnet. It is magnetic. The truth is magnetic. So that was the slow way. That was the slow way to move $100,000 because I think everybody had some adjustment. In 27 minutes, you know, that was, would you say that? Well, I call that the slow way. What did you call it?
I saw it as necessary acknowledgement.
What's the judgment in the speed?
It was slow probably compared to others, but I think it was good.
Why were you well, who were you judging?
Well, I was looking back with how quickly you did the will thing with where's your eye, and thought, okay, so the questions were longer, drawn out.
And and with Lynn, what did you notice with Lynn's eyes when I asked?
I'd have to go back. I think I was,
Weren't listening.
Rewind.
well, no, my daughter walked in.
Again,
Yes. Oh, good. See, again, judgment. And I don't intend for judgment. When I ask, I don't intend. I'm just unpacking. Her eyes went to the future. And then when I asked about it, they went right to the present. It was pretty solid. Good. Yeah. No, very little wobble in it. There was wobble, but it's very little. And it's like, oh, good. She's set up. She's ready. Will's ready. Allison's ready. Ginny, $100,000.
sessions, because these freaking sessions that a month ago, I'd be like, oh my God.
Ginny, $100,000 in what time frame?
Now,
No. In what time frame?
next month.
Next month. Next month. Next month it would be end of January.
Oh, that's right. We're in December. By January,
Beginning or end?
beginning.
So end of December, beginning of January, end of the year. $100,000 by the end of the year.
Which is a
You
month.
say it. You say it.
$100,000 by the end of this month.
There you go.
Jam. Is that what that says? Oh, jam.
Jan. January.
Wonderful.
Gonna give
Thank you.
Jan $100,000 in 2023.
Oh, good. So Will, I got a whole year with you. Wonderful. You've committed to a whole year. Great.
No, January.
Thank you, Will, for a whole year committed. Like I got that. That's on video. Commitment. A commitment for free. A commitment for free for 100 years. I mean, 100 years.
The rest of the year, next year, a full year.
Man, that's what this.
I gotta go, guys, because I have somebody waiting for me.
Bye, baby.
Love you, Lynn.
Oh,
I
love you,
want
Lynn.
to tell you, I was like, I like to my husband, I'm like, babe, do you realize like my best friends are all over the world and I've never met them? Like,
Aw,
Uh,
but
Yeah.
it's
thank you, Lynn.
Right.
You've created an end result for me because I wanted to have friends all over the world. So now, now I can check that one
Yeah.
off my bucket list.
wow, yeah, it really is like it's cray. So
Go create
gotta go.
magic.
Bye.
Your
Love
magic.
you, mean it.
Bye, baby.
What a beautiful creation.
Well, we need to get you Kleenex stock.
who, me?
Yeah, I always see this.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's like,
yeah. Yeah,
man,
we do
Lynn
that.
just like sharing her experience. It's like, it just was like flowing.
I've been balling all day here, so it's cool.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So
I'm
here
gonna
we
get more
go.
coffee.
Yeah, do that. And then let's get ready for this process. Let's try it out. I'll give you the structure. You guys get to create the magic inside of it. Because I think that's what these weekends are kind of like our master challenges. It's like, oh, what are we going to challenge this week? What are we going to push? What are we going to try? What are we going to bring in? And we share it with each other so we're all better, right? And this is the one that I've been chewing on for money. What would you say of the first, I meant to get it in the first 15 minutes. I accept that it needed to go longer. Well, it'll be all structured so the 5 minutes promise is there. How was the first, what would any feedback on the first 90 minutes?
Release
Thank
and
you. Yes.
integration.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot, huh? Synchronizing. Clearing, reviving,
Yeah, I thought
rejuvenating.
expelling old energy.
Which that's good, I would say. Yeah, it's like, oh, then it's working.
Hmm. I don't know if this is the right word, but what I'm trying to get at is rejuvenation. It's like a putting off the old, putting on the new. Resurrection is maybe close.
Completion is what I like. I keep writing about. Saturday
Yeah.
be completion, Sunday be creation. Saturday completion, Sunday creations. And it's like every week we do that. We're closing every week and opening a new one, closing a week, opening a new one. And we start getting in these synchronies, we get in these patterns. So we're creating creative patterns
Hmm.
and refocusing them, adjusting them.
I love that.
And the key is to always make room for genius. And so I'm thinking that I believe I would like to invite every new person here in for now. How does that land?
On Saturday?
Every day.
Oh, okay. I was just trying to clarify because today's the creation as opposed to yesterday was the completion. So I wanted to be clear.
But
Yeah, for
generally,
these.
sorry,
Go ahead, Allison.
generally, or going forward, I think what I heard is that Saturdays would be completion of the week and Sundays would be
The start of the new week.
the start of,
Create,
start of
create,
the
or whatever the first step would be. And that would be, I don't know. Would be really
yeah.
Sunday.
So
is the
Saturday
Sun-
is opening the genius and Sunday is concretizing it to
Oh,
action.
Yeah, having 24 hours to be in it. Like, what are we going to, we're going to be in 24 hours. I don't know. And
I
then
don't know.
Sunday Sunday we come in with boom, that's what it is. Yeah, I love it.
Okay, so Saturday, then you're going to begin with completion of the week. And by the end of the session, we go into I don't know what's next.
Yes, for 24.
Okay, great.
Are you still gonna do the mastery Saturday, 5 o'clock, my time, 2 o'clock, your time? Or is it just this
No,
session
no, that's
now?
just, yeah. I do Friday at 2 o'clock. That is the afternoons will be once a, so right now
Okay,
we
let me
have
just-
7 days a week in the morning.
Okay, so let me just be, this group is, I'm gonna call it Heart
AM happy,
Round,
AM happy.
AM Happy Roundtable.
Right.
When you were in the Magnetic Mind hosting, it was a Friday, 5 o'clock my time, 2 o'clock your time, super
Yes.
conscious intuition. That has shifted and is now
Yes.
mastery up for
Yes.
something else.
And that does not happen every day, right?
That's every Friday.
Thank you.
Right.
So it's gonna stay there, yes, for now,
Okay.
Friday
And
at
then
2
was
p.m.
it-
Pacific.
yes,
And is there still a Monday noon?
yes, yes, yeah,
Okay.
yep, still Monday, still Tuesday, I'm not changing anything. They are not affecting me to change anything. That means I'm in my truth. I'm not doing anything different. If I did, that would show my that would show my,
Reaction.
I mean, yeah, and it
Yeah.
could, I mean, it could be like, oh, yes, I was doing something that was inconsistent. No, I've got before and I've got after the video, and it's, yes, the intentions completely changed because I'm not limited by a structure anymore. So I am not gonna use any, and I am not gonna allow any of those terms in here. We're gonna come up with ours. Simple, easy, succinct. And it works.
Because the verbiage doesn't matter. You can call it Bob.
Mondays
And
at
nobody needs
11.
to know. Nobody needs to know. They just need to experience it, which is what this is. This is leadership of experiencing life. All the same link. They're all the same link. The best, well, no, they're not there because I do have a, yeah. Oh, no, they are. I think they are the same link. Anyway. All right, so we're all back. Everybody good? I got 7 minutes to complete it then. Wonderful. All right, so let's go just you do it how you want. We're all in a good structure. It's from equal. Deep breath. And just where you're standing, where you're sitting, just try on the words. I don't know. And look out to your future. I don't know. Just notice yourself sinking into it. Down to the core. And it's this boundary you see to your truth. And I just invite you into my dysfunction of money so that you may see your dysfunctions. And I say, I'm not going to lose. try it and you'll find the words you need. And there's this little voice that comes in and says, well, how do you know that? And I said, well, because I started with, I don't know. And that little voice gets confused. And so I have an answer, because we don't care about winning anymore, child. Oh, and we can just drop all of that structure that's been built around it and just let it fall into this mud puddle. And we all choose, and I choose, and all parts choose to step out of that puddle, that mud, and onto something else. What would you call this something else? And we've just matched the charges to your truth. They've just integrated. They've just met for the first time, and it's this child playing in the dirt with nature, just as a child would. Curiosity, wonder, fun. I call it happy. So this child is happy. And $1,000 appears. Just notice how it shows up. Notice what you do. Allow it. Don't question it. Walk all the way around it and look at it. Observe it as a child would. What would a child do with it? And just do all the things that a child would do with it. Fuck yeah, burn it. Toss it in the ocean. Bury it. Eat it.
Photocopy it.
Photocopy it, sure. Love it. Love it. Worship it.
Throw it in the air like leaves. Play in it.
Yeah,
Play in
there
it.
we go. There we go. Good. And so it's like now we look at, now we're doing that and it's like, okay, I can do this for a year and now have my 100,000. Yeah, 100,000 in a year. Yeah. No, not very much resistance to that. Good. 100,000 in a month. The leaves stop falling. You go 100,000 in a month. Yeah, just put a focus on it. Imagine it is just underneath that. There you go. Mustard seed tree. There you go. There you go. Notice that it was planted. It was all the seeds that were planted earlier that are starting to pop up with money again. As you burned it, as you threw it in the air, as you had fun, more money is just starting to pop up. And just notice it took you 30 days. And you're like, wow, I can have 100,000 in 30 days. Now what about 100,000 in a week?
Yes. Yes.
Stop looking at that. Good. Just look around at all the abundant seeds that are in your land of plenty that are just starting to, crop up money. Yeah, crop up value. You see value, not the currency now. Oh, and you see it came from the source of your true power. Just drop it all. Now $100,000 in 15 seconds. Turn that inside out and just lay it out and ask, I don't know. How would I make $100,000 in 15 seconds?
Set them up for
And
this.
as you say, I don't know, you just lay it forward and just step out on there. And what's your odds? Can you flow into that next step? If not, you got resistance. Just drop it and you can choose. Maybe it's not the right time. Maybe it is. It's like, what's the obvious feeling from here? Just take that with you. And that's the end of that 15-minute segment. Come on back. Come on back to yourself, to your day, to right now with all of this information. Up through your heart, down through the layers, just seamlessly coming right back to where you are right now, to this conscious self in this moment. Peace with the obvious action as it just sits in your lap and you're just unfold it, unpackage it, and just integrate it into the whole being. And what would you say when you had it then?
It felt light and euphoric.
You were looking in a whole other area when you got it. You went up to the past to find it.
Did I? Yeah,
Mhm.
because it was a second ago that I felt that. 10
Wonderful.
seconds, 30 seconds.
Good. One.
That self-conscious can be pretty quick,
Mhm.
right?
Well trained, well
Yeah.
conditioned, well conditioned. So
It's
what's
like you guys all saw that.
$100,000?
I didn't need to say it, did I? You knew that. Is that a belief system? Boom.
What's $100,000 now?
I still feel it in the body. Sorry.
Oh, no, I asked. You're fine.
It
What do you
just
mean?
feel
What do you mean?
like it feels euphoric. I don't know. That's just what I'm experiencing right now. Interesting.
Yeah. What was that? What would you, what would, good. Thank you, Will.
Go ahead, Ginny. Sorry.
No, it's fine. The question I heard was, what does 100,000 feel like now? When I was swimming in $100,000 in 15 seconds, it just felt like small.
Mm.
$400,000 a minute felt a little bigger, but possible, because what we're giving is beyond value.
Mhm.
What we're sharing is priceless. When you can connect with your true self in seconds, it's worth millions.
Yeah.
And it's not a pipe dream, it's real. It's not an empty unicorn promise. It's not, give me a year. Now, some people it takes longer.
3 weeks.
3 years.
Oh, we have gotten to a level in a shorter time frame.
Just keep going to recodes.
It gets you to a certain
We have
level.
we have 6 of them a week.
Oh, God.
It's a lot. It's a
Let
lot
me
to do.
educate you.
Once you tag a number to it, you've got a predefined limit.
And so you can
Explain.
you can always change the timelines, change the timeline, the timing, the frequency, change the frequencies. And it's like, oh, you drop all your expectations inside of it, and you can move.
So you don't want to put a number on time either. You don't quantify anything.
I don't know.
Can I share
No
something
limits.
regarding that
No
this
limits.
week?
Open.
Can I share something that happened for me this week as far as time frames? Yeah.
Yep.
So in my congregation, we do talks in front of an audience, Bible talks. And normally, like I had a 10-minute talk this week on Thursday. And normally I would take a good week or so to prepare for it. So I would just like really prepared, and I would basically have a script that I'd just read off. But you know, when you're reading off a script, people can, you're not really connecting with people, right? And so this week, I thought I had a different talk, which is just a question and answer one where I interact with the audience, but I didn't have that one. In reality, I actually looked at my assignment. I'm like, oh crap, I've got a 10-minute talk. I got to prepare this. I realized at 5:50 on Thursday, and we had to leave at 6:30 to get there. And so I had 40 minutes basically, but I also had to get dressed and prepared and everything, right? So I like called up one of the coordinators for this, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I just discovered that I had this assignment. And he's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, I just thought I'd let you know. I'm gonna do my best to prepare it, but it's probably not gonna be too good, you know. So I'm like, whatever. So anyways, got off the phone with him. He was very supportive and kind, and yeah, so I like said a prayer. I did my best to just breathe and relax, because I was kind of panicking initially. And so I just got more centered, and this confidence came, and I'm just like, I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to like copy paste all the material, put it together, just read through it quickly, get a gist, get an understanding of what it's talking about, so that I've got it in here. I can read it off, and then put in a few points, just pepper in a few points, a few questions for thought and perspective and meditation. And I did that, boom, 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 got her done, left at what, 6:35, 6:40, got there, and I'm like, oh my God, like, holy crap, this is like, I just prepared a 10-minute talk in like a half hour, basically. And so it's the first talk of the night. So I get up there, and I am just like totally relaxed and confident, and just like, okay, whatever, I'm just delivering the material. I spoke extemporaneously, read the scriptures, read the main points, spoke to the audience, was very relaxed, and I wasn't reading off a script. And after it was all done, I'm like, well, that felt really good. After I had so many compliments. People were like, man, you did such a good job. And I'm like, well, I just discovered, I just realized I had it like about half an hour before we had to leave. Like, wow, you never would have known. Like, that was really well done. And so it made me realize what's possible when we're in this space of collapsing timeframes, and what we're actually truly capable of when we're in the right space. Because I'm in a very different space than I was 3 weeks ago. Like, old Will wouldn't have been able to pull that off as easily as he did. But it's more like being true, authentic me now, and going through life from that space. And confidence is just who I am. It's just naturally who I am. The lack of confidence was all those belief systems and resistance and nonsense that just really isn't me. That's not who I am. So thank you guys.
I celebrate with you, Will. It's amazing.
Yeah. So it's like,
Beautiful.
if we're capable of pulling off something like that in such a short time frame, what else are we capable of, right?
What was the difference for you?
Difference from, what do you mean?
If we could pull it off, what was the difference? Where were you? What space was that?
Heart space?
Yeah, that's well, it's, you tell me, but that's what I got.
Okay. not so much up here,
Mhm,
more in here, eh?
mhm.
What's the word for you, Will?
Joyful creation. That's
Oh,
it.
Nice,
beautiful.
nice.
That's so beautiful.
Wow. Just keep coming up all week. Joyful creation. That's the structure. That's the structure. Joyful creation.
Super conscious is sovereign.
Pure joy.
Your super conscious is sovereign.
He said sovereign.
But now you're aware of it.
What was that, Will? You just had an aha.
Yeah. I don't need anyone's approval. I actually don't need feedback from anyone else. Like, it's nice when people acknowledge, but I don't need it. I don't need that validation.
Exactly.
That's what you said in your story. You said, wow, that was fun. And then you got the feedback, but you had already been there. You were
Yeah.
being it.
When you be it, then you will see it. Holy crow.
That's what I put in the chat. You were being it.
Oh. Wow. That was just such an incredible experience. Like, one of the other gentlemen who I was chatting with, he said, you know what, like when I told him I just discovered that I had this talk, he said, most other guys, brothers, we call it, right? Most other brothers wouldn't have done the assignment. They would have left it to someone else to pick it up if they had been through that. So good for you. And I'm like, oh, whatever. I just want to be responsible and follow through on my agreements. And that's why I did it. I'm like I just discovered, I thought it, like, I'm like, I swear that wasn't there before, but I misread it. I just misunderstood what my assignment was. And then I'm like, well, that was my mistake. And no one else is going to pay for my mistake, right? So I'm going to do this, no matter how difficult it might feel or seem. And boom, did it. Like, done. Okay, what's next?
Who were you really responsible to?
Myself. Myself, the current congregation, and to God. Like, that's kind of,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
Yes, and
and
Yes,
and thanks, guys. Thanks for letting me share that.
That was
really-
beautiful. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I honor all of you. I am going to see if I can be happily married my way today. I don't know if it's going to go, but we're going to try.
I'll
Would you
second
guys
that.
would you like to stay on, or are you guys all complete for today?
Wow, it's 7 o'clock.
I know time goes by so quickly. Desi, can I
Let's-
say
let's-
something?
Oh, yes, please.
Remember, don't bite your tongue. And if you do, don't knock your teeth out.
Mhm. That was a good one.
So how was that today?
There's a little bit of knocking teeth out, but it's fine. It's what we do as humans. We are.
Don't, well, here, good. So I don't know how to make aware then. And so I'm taking on the awareness that others need to see it.
Yeah, you're especially. Okay, so I'll say this because you've opened up so much here. I wouldn't usually say this in a group to people, but your family is you.
Mhm.
You have the connection. They don't have it yet.
Mhm.
They're going to find it through you.
Mhm.
So you have to hold it for them.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's always in my truth. In my truth, I hold it
Yeah,
as best I can, and it wobbles all the time. And you should know about my wobbles because that is being a demonstration, so you can see them in yours.
exactly. Exactly.
And that is the truth. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
And that is when we
That's-
are getting to work, is when we're sharing from there.
Yeah.
And it
That's
starts
the
with
gift
love.
that equal gives us.
Sorry, Craig, can you say that again?
That's the gift that equal gives us.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I was,
And that is honoring when others are not equal to us. Yeah. Ooh, there you go. That's good. Thanks, Jenny. Sorry.
no, that helps me because there's a pattern that repeated. I chose to walk, and then I ran into my husband. He was doing his old job up there, and he's like, "So you're walking?" I'm like, "Yeah," but I was on the call, so I wasn't really communicating. So he kind of looked at me like, "Why aren't you talking to me?" So I was like ignoring my family as I was on the call. And then the dog ran up to me because Grace was walking the dog, and she's like, "The dog wants to be with you." I'm like, "Shh, I'm on call."
Yeah. Yep.
But I had to pay attention to be totally immersed in it.
Do you?
And then well, I felt like I did. Yeah. So that's why I walked, so I could be free from the interruption. Then when I got home, I was interrupted.
And so I honor that you can take care of your life and still be on this call, because then you're implanting what we're talking about with what you're daily doing, and that is all you want.
Mhm.
So go play with the dog, just listen with us, and I'm not going to judge you because you're going to go learn your stuff your way. And if you like not to engage here is fine, because you're learning elsewhere.
Mm.
You're committed
like-
all the time, so you don't have to be like present here. Go do your thing. You see me go do my things, and I'm still listening.
Mhm.
It's like the when we're in superconscious, when we're in our true self, like everything in front of us is like that's the curriculum or whatever you want to call it, right? Like that's
It's our schoolroom.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's
not
where the
here.
learning happens. Yeah.
We're
You
just
take it
witnessing
outside.
it.
We absorb it anyway. Whether
And-
we're totally engaged or not, we absorb it.
Can I rephrase what I said to you, Jesse, when you asked me what I saw today? So the rephrase is, I saw you sitting in the pain of biting your tongue, but you didn't actually bash the teeth out.
Thank you.
That's fair. Yeah, I see that.
And that is a powerful distinction, even though it is this very small. There's so much space in it. It is letting it go.
I think it was important to acknowledge it. Otherwise, it would be festering.
Exactly.
Or if I'm complete with it, there's no lesson for you.
Hmm.
Right.
That is what my intention is to demonstrate what I'm doing with it. I don't have the wobble. I want to see yours. Wouldn't you want a leader to do that?
Right, because we all have our own wobble. I mean, for me, there was the wobble of almost too much energy placed in that structure and a disappointment in myself that I didn't see it sooner. But I can see it when I go to the other practice sessions. It's like, this is just not a good use of my time.
And I'm choosing where to put my time because now I'm focused and aware of it, that it has value.
Like waking up, eh? I can see clearly now.
I can see clearly now. Happy.
The rain is gone.
I could see all obstacles in my way and they're just like melting away. Like what?
Fall
They're
away.
gone.
They're not
They're
in my way.
gone.
They fall away. Yeah.
I could see all obstacles falling away.
Wonderful. Anything else to complete?
No.
Love you all.
Love you
Love
all
you
too.
too.
Great to see you. And till next time, make it magical.
Thank you for the I don't know with money
Mhm.
today.
Mhm,
Yes.
mhm, mhm, mhm. Practice it, see what shows up. Yeah, see what your dysfunctional pattern is. See if you can find step 2 and 3 for you, because they're your words. And then when you have it, which one are you going to grab onto? Because it's going to pull you through.
When you took us into the play with the mud, I realized that we're all playing in the field in creative collaboration. That's what came.
Mm, that's gorgeous, Jenny.
Yep,
So
see what
I'll
you
keep
can use
playing
it.
in the field.
Yeah, we will.
Happy family.
Yes. Enjoy your weekend. Give life everything you got. That's all we got.
Mhm.
Love you guys.
Till tomorrow.
Bye. Bye-bye.